Hello students, a very good afternoon. As I promised you that I will be sending the formal letter format, the layout of formal letter. Not only that, but also some supportive material which can be very helpful for you to write a formal letter. So this video is in support of a formal letter, right? As you can see, the format of formal letter, mainly it is it follows the American pattern, but these days you can say that this format is in use and you can trust on this, because your book or some other book, they can opt for some other format, so you never get biased with those formats and you can stick to this format, right? So let us begin with, it begins with the sender's name and sender's designation as well as sender's address. So you can see here sender's name in the beginning. So sender's name means who is the sender, so sender means who is sending the letter, so he is or she is the sender. So sender means who writes the letter, right? Not necessarily, but here we will have to consider that who is the writer of the letter, he is the sender, so sender's name. And one more thing here I need to mention, that is you need not to reveal your own your own name, your own designation or your own address. So here that is your name will be XXX or XYZ or PQ, whatever you feel comfortable with, or you can go with whatever it is given in the question paper, right? Then designation means see, it can be the director, it can be the managing director, it can be the manager, it can be the principal, so editor. So this is the work or the profession gives the designation to the person concerned. Okay, so you can ask me a student, no, I will say it is not needed. If you are a student, it need not to write or mention. Okay, so if you are the cultural secretary of your school or your college, okay, you can mention, that is considered to be a designation. Okay, so your name followed by designation followed by the address. Then the next point will be address's name. Yes, address's name means the receiver's name, receiver whom you are sending the letter. So receiver's name, receiver's designation and receiver's address. Fine. So receiver, in case of receiver, you will have to definitely, without forgetting, you will have to mention Mr., Mrs. or Miss, or the specific one, they means, say if it is the manager, so you don't know the name, so mention the manager or the editor. Okay, followed by the editor, then the Deccan Herald or the Times of India. Okay, then followed by the address. Then if the question arises in your mind, if you don't know the address, hopefully it will be given in the question paper. If it is not, then you create XXX, YYY, whatever. Okay. Then date you can see, student, it is month, date and year. So month it is November, date is 24th November 24, then not 24th November 24, 2025, followed by salutation. You will have to write salutation, that is worldwide. Dear is it accepted, but here PU board expects you to write respected, so you write respected dear or madam. Fine. Then subject line. Till here you will have to opt for the left alignment of yours, left alignment, that is the left hand side of yours. Subject line, it will come in the middle, and after salutation the subject line you can see, right? Subject line will come in the middle subject alignment, and it will be very precise. And I told you while I took the class that is it can be a leave application, it can be a complaint letter, it can be invitation. So in case of all these, you will have to be very precise while you are writing about the subject line. Very precise in 2 or 3 words, that is application for sick leave, or a complaint letter for reckless driving, or a complaint for reckless driving, or application for vacation, application for sabbatical, then invitation for annual day celebration. That's all. And underline. Okay, you need not to underline each and everything because it gives a very clumsy presentation. I need very neat presentation, especially for letter. Okay, then you go to body of the letter. Body of the letter, it should contain 4 paragraphs as it says. So if you find that your time doesn't permit, so you go for 3. That means opening paragraph, main paragraph, and you can merge closing para and the concluding line. Okay, so here opening paragraph, you will have to give the detail of yours, right? That means dear sir or respected sir, it is to intimate you, it is to inform you that I am XYZ suffering from viral fever or whatever the illness is. Okay, chronic viral fever or whatever the illness that is, that is diarrhea, then I am a student or I am an employee of your reputed institution. If I am a student, then do mention the division, the class and the division and your roll number. And employee, they should the particular employee should mention the ID number. Then the first paragraph, the opening paragraph, gets over with the identity. Okay, with the introduction, revealing the self introduction. Then second paragraph, and I recently have been diagnosed with what I said, that is you had been diagnosed or I have been diagnosed with some of the disease. Say it is a fever, say it is diarrhea, okay, then or malaria, whatever. Then due to this sudden illness, it won't be possible for me to attend the classes or to attend or to make my appearance at office or to attend the classes for a week or for a couple of weeks, right? So next, the last one, that means the concluding paragraph will be, I hope that whatever I have applied, or I believe that as I have applied for leave of application for a week, that will be granted by you. Okay, I shall remain indebted for your kindness. That's all. Fine, this will be the body of the letter. Then complimentary clause means yours faithfully. Here yours faithfully, I repeat that yours means it is the personal pronoun, so without apostrophe you will have to write yours. Okay, Y-O-U-R-S, yours faithfully, double L-Y. Okay, then followed by your signature and name. If you are XXX, don't go for revealing the fact that you are not XXX. Write a sign as XXX, then followed by the name. Enclosure, here enclosure, students, there will be the enclosure, right? Like enclosure is not mandatory. I told you before, even if it is the job application and the covering letter you are writing in a formal way, so there you need to give a document, so that will be the enclosure. You are assigning, you are attaching the all the documents or the certificates or the resume as the enclosure, right? Fine. So So this will be the entire thing, and after completion of your letter you will have to draw the border line, the margin. Fine. Right. Try to complete the entire letter on one page. Okay, it will give a nice look. Fine. Then another one, that is I can give you one example for a complaint letter. Say this is complaint letter. How will you write? I am going with only the body of the letter. Sender's name, as usual, your name will be there. Addresses name, normally the complaint letter, it is published in the editorial of the reputed column or the esteemed newspaper. Right. So you write to if you want to write, you can write, or the editor, then the Deccan Herald or the Times of India, then YYY in the place of address. You write that through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards the grave issues of rash driving by the bus drivers and the two-wheelers, which has become a real threat to the lives of innocent trespassers or the who walks on the pavement. Right. Then you can write that what sorts of, in the main paragraph you will have to write what sorts of misconduct these people, that means they commit. So crossing speed limits, not following traffic rules have become a common incident these days, though there are strict rules but nothing implemented. This is menace by the road users. Then the end. What exactly you expect? Only by complaining this will be solved? No. Then you need some solution to be provided. So you write, by addressing this, I hope to raise public awareness. It is high time the traffic authorities to take a strong measure. Now, what type of measure do you expect? That is, levying fine and forfeiting license when they are found guilty can bring some changes, I strongly believe. So I request you to take strict action considering the depth of the situation. Yours faithfully, then as usual. Right. Another one is invitation. So while you are writing an invitation, you write, on behalf of the college, I am this and the cultural secretary. Not necessarily you need to be the cultural secretary. If you want, if the question demands, then you can give, otherwise choice is yours. I like to invite you to on our annual day, which is going to be celebrated on the particular day you mention, time you mention, right? And on our college campus. If it is not our college campus, in the question somewhere else you mention the venue. The event is embellished with different cultural program, followed by the traditional dinner, or if it is in the afternoon, followed by the lunch or some. In this way you can, it is your choice. I am giving the body of the letter some points. We sincerely, second, what I have given, it will cover the main para. Okay. Then the last one, concluding one, we sincerely hope that you will be able to confirm your attendance at this invitation. Okay, we are looking forward for your kind presence. Why this is needed? Because you are inviting the chief guest of yours, and if the chief guest cannot make his or her presence, then you will have to opt for another person. So you need to confirm few days prior, in advance, well in advance. You need to chalk out your plan well in advance. You need to confirm every detail. Okay, otherwise you will have to opt for other thing. So here you need to go for it, right? that is confirmation, very polite confirmation though. Fine. In this way you will have to do. Fine. I have given you the layout, I have given you the format and layout, and I have given you the supportive formal letter, the body of the letter, which can be a little help to you. Okay. All the best for your exam. Okay, students.